This is the Plain English Real Estate Show with your host, Rowena Patton, a show that focuses on the real estate market in terms you can easily understand. Now here's the English girl in the mountains, the agent that I would trust, Rowena Patton.
Hey, it's your friend in real estate, Rowena Patton here, and I want to talk about what happens with house and condo prices and also the second home market. So when the market turns down, certain property types take the hit first. Condos, townhomes, and second homes are usually at the front of the line. Here's why. When people tighten their belts, that monthly HOA fee starts to feel heavy. Yes, it covers insurance, exterior maintenance, and maybe even amenities, but most buyers see it as one more bill stacked on top of their mortgage. If they can choose a house with no HOA versus a townhome with a $350 a month fee, or even more, of course, whatever the fees are, or maybe it's less, the house usually wins out. That shrinks the buyer pool, and when demand drops, prices follow. We know it's all a basic supply and demand in real estate. We saw this very clearly during the last decline in house and condo prices. A lot of condos and townhomes had rental caps written into their HOA rules. That meant that when owners had to move, whether for a job change, a hardship, or just because they couldn't afford the payment, they weren't allowed to rent the place out to cover the mortgage. With no rental option and no buyers, many of those properties went straight into foreclosure. And there are owners that think about renting out because they haven't quite reached the rent cap, which are usually 10 or 15%. That means no more than 10 or 15% of the homes in that neighborhood can be rented out. So some of people now are trying to rent them out and they're not getting a renter in. And you have to be careful that rent cap doesn't get hit, because if you don't have somebody in there paying the mortgage and you've already moved out, if you can't then get a renter in, it's squeezing you even more. So condos and townhomes can be a great lifestyle choice, and things are really moving around for buyers now where prices are declining in them, so you could get some good buys. However, as a seller, history shows are the first to get squeezed in a declining market. So what to do about all of this? You know me, I'm the how can you girl. If you're selling a townhome or condo, or for that matter, a second home, because you often get hit in a similar way as people are squeezing their belts, get advice from your agent and price it aggressively. You can give me a call. It's Rowena Patton at eXp All-Star Powerhouse, 828-333-4483. I've got a huge network throughout the company and country, whereby, because for me, it's all about the best agent for the job, whomever they work for, that I can help you with this. Look closely at other condos and townhomes in your building or complex with similar amenities and understand you may need to price aggressively. That means just below them to stand out. And the thing is, when you've got a few for sale, that can be a good thing, because if they're going to see, the one next door or the one on the lower floor, they're probably going to see yours as well, because it's in the same building. They're not going for half an hour to see a different one. In a market like this, ask your agent for solid pricing guidance. It's critical to get ahead of the curve with this property type. That was my puppy, Penny, who's a mini dachshund, and she obviously agrees. I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to the Real Estate News Radio Show with my friend and the agent I trust, Rowena Patton. She's not only a best-selling author who's helped thousands sell their homes, including the tough ones, she also coaches agents across the country to elevate their game. Connect with Rowena at realestatenewsradio.com, and if you're thinking about selling, get your full market value offer at cashcpo.com.